Came the sun and dried up all the...
A lot of agencies, you need to, starting a business now, you need to sign for this agency, sign for this agency. Instead of going to have one agency that is going to compile everything at a go, they just have different agency just as a means of extorting people. It doesn't make sense. So that is one of the issues people are facing. We've been experiencing what is called allegedly aristocratic government. You know,
allegedly, please.
Allegedly, you understand?
Allegedly. Put it to you that
no, I'm listening.
The government, they are not the best, but I've heard of them giving out grants to.
You have a friend. You can you call someone now that you know that has received any grant from government? Welcome to the exciting episode.
So today we want to discuss about small businesses in Nigeria. Nowadays, I don't know if it's the way I view things, but I see most of them seems to be struggling. Do you think they are not making things complicated for themselves by focusing more on like quick money, fast money, where they can get fast money instead of structure or long-term planning?
I don't think the small businesses are making it difficult for themselves. I think the government is not playing a better role in making these startups, develop in different ways. Like take for example, an instability of what is it called, policy. A startup could start today now with a particular policy in mind. Before you kickstart, the policy has changed. You have to rearrange yourself again. It's a very big problem for startups. And sometimes if you are not very, very keen, you might just fall off.
But I mean, no government is perfect, definitely. Don't you think?
We are not expecting the government to be perfect. We are expecting the government to do what they ought to do. That is just the thing.
So the government are not doing enough.
What are you saying? Are you not in Nigeria? Yeah, in Nigeria you should know now.
I mean, they are like
you know, the problem is that
like programs like fundings for small businesses. I think the Nigerian government, they may not be doing up to expectation, but I think they are giving their little bit.
Most of the things that are being done are just a surface. I don't see a situation whereby government is just going to bring maybe, let me say, 1% or 0.5% of, let me say, funds that is supposed to give out to young startups, and everybody will be complimenting the government and all that. It's not like that is their job. That is what they're supposed to do. I can't be praising you for the job you are doing while you are earning from it. That is, I don't know.
If you have watched this far into the episode and you are interested in more conversation like this, just give us a like and subscribe. I don't want to be like insensitive to the fact that the people are not earning enough. But I mean, everybody in the world pay tax. If you go to the UK, they even pay more taxes.
It's not about paying tax. It's not about paying tax, Bayo. Like, do you think they are being taxed to death? One thing is you paying tax, and one thing is you paying excessively.
I'm 100% sure. I don't know this peculiar statistics, but I'm 100% sure we're not even like the most taxed in African countries. And other people are not looking for excuses. They are doing their thing.
You know that every single thing in this country, we are being taxed, down to recharging your phone.
It happens all over the world.
It happens, but ours, we are not getting services for what we are being taxed for. That is the issue. So what do you have to say about it? And there's no accountability. There's no one that can see that can be accountable for anything. Take for example, up to our financial institutes, the banks. You can get debited today, maybe as little as, okay, I won't say as little as, imagine 10,000 people being debited 8 naira from their bank accounts, and because it's 8 naira, but multiply 8 naira multiply by 10,000, and you know what it is. And because there's no accountability, you just be like, Like, let me know, I don't stress myself. If I calculate the amount, the money I'm going to spend to the bank and all that, it's not worth it because there's no accountability. So it's crazy.
I get it, but I don't think it's enough excuses because everybody pay tax, everybody complain to pay tax. It's ought to pay tax. Even the citizens
See,
in
it
working
doesn't.
system,
If
they
the
complain
tax you are
about the
paying, if
tax.
the tax you are paying is doing the job it ought to be doing, you won't be. Imagine you are getting, reasonable services for what you are paying for. You won't see it
You
as.
won't be bothered.
Yes, you won't be bothered. You won't feel hostile about paying it.
Okay.
You understand?
You
So that's the issue we have in this country.
You have a point. But do you think, I mean, everyone pay taxes, but do you think, I think young businesses are the one making these taxes.
Why do you think young businesses are making
let
that
me
for
ask you a
themselves?
question.
Yes.
Let me ask you a
Ask
question.
me.
Do you think most young businesses in Nigeria, do you think they reinvest back into their business, or once they make some profits, they start to upgrade their lifestyle? You see, especially youth of nowadays.
There are people,
They
they're
are
actually
obsessed with
youths.
the
Yes,
wigs,
true.
obsessed with the iPhones.
No, that is
So
a fact.
if
But
you are going to reinvest into your business, you have to like have your budget, stick to your budget. Oh, this is going to my tax, this is going to service my I know we are lucky, we pay taxes for electricity and we fund our own electricity by ourselves. I don't want to dismiss
what
that
do you
fact.
just say? What do you just say?
But
You say we are lucky.
we are so unlucky for
I thought you said lucky.
No, I don't think it's enough excuse, but still yet I don't want to be insensitive to the fact.
Okay, in Nigeria, one of the problem we have young entrepreneurs or startups face a lot of issues. One of the major issues is having to push all the cost of infrastructure to founders. Let me explain what I mean. Young founders now, let me say founders now, you are just a startup starting up your stuff. Normally, if the government was assisting, you wouldn't be paying for basic infrastructures yourself. Take for example electricity. If you have 247 electricity, you won't have to be covering for that cost yourself, because as a co-founder you have to put that into budget.
We're a developing country. We'll get
No. You are giving the government an excuse for being incapable. That's what you are doing right now, Bayo. Besides the electricity, I'm just giving you the tip of the iceberg. Besides the electricity, transportation. Take a look at Nigeria now. Let me say 3 or 2 years ago, when the economy has not gone to this level, you could easily buy a car, at least at least a standard car for at least less than 10 million naira. But now you can't do that again because of how the inflation and how everything has turned out to be. You understand? Okay, despite the fact that the cost of importation and importation duty fee has increased, they are not helping in other parts in making transportation probably affordable and easily accessible to individuals.
I have my own theory about that. Unfortunately, the inflation that we have faced,
yes,
it has been very critical to third world countries like Nigeria. But I mean, it's a global thing. Even in the United States,
you are making excuses for Nigeria.
Even in the United States,
you are making excuses for Nigeria, Bayo.
See, I am not a
no.
fan
You
are saying
we are Nigeria as a third world country. No, you are making excuses for Nigeria. We have gone beyond this.
What $500 will get you in the US as at 1995. $2,000 in the US cannot get it for you now. It is a global thing. So I don't want to put it on Nigeria. My own theory about that, like why we struggle with those things these days, is because I feel like most young business nowadays,
yes,
they seem to fail due to lack of structure. Because once we blame it too much on the system, I think we are taking the fault away from ourselves, because everybody has to be accountable to themselves at the end of the day. You see, most people, they see this lady, oh, she's chilling in Dubai. What does she do? She import back for China. Before you know, they watch few TikTok, and before you know, they become experts in importing from China after watching 2 or 3 TikToks. They don't know this thing. It has like more layers to it. You have to take courses to this thing, and there are more layers to it. So when you watch 2 or 3 TikToks, you see your favorite influencer flexing on Dubai. You don't know the behind the scene of a lifestyle. Then you go to it. Then the next thing you are blaming the government. Don't you think that's been unfair?
Okay, you feel like your entrepreneurs just add hand money, come across a TikTok video and just put it in the business.
Come on, we see a lot of it these days. We see
No,
lots
bro.
of it these days.
A serious businessman or a serious businesswoman wouldn't be careless with his or her capital or his or her money. I mean, you can try businesses and fail, you know, but there's what we call testing the water. You don't use your 2 feet and jump in the water. You use your toe, you test the water and see how deep it is. You know, that is how a reasonable businessman or a businesswoman behaves when getting into a business for the first time. So I feel like that same thing applies to other young entrepreneurs that are getting started in Nigeria. So I can't say someone will stumble upon 1 or 2 TikTok video and feel like he or she is, what is it called, the greatest businessman or
No,
businesswoman in the whole world.
there are a lot of it going on these
You know,
days. I feel like
a lot of people.
most young business owners these days, I think they are more even focused on the clout of being
CEOs and
CEO
all that.
tags. You get it? You see some people
That's part of it. Yes, that's
after posting three shares on their WhatsApp status, the
part
next
of
thing,
it.
CEO, this one luxury, that one luxury. You know, we see a lot of it these days.
That is part
So
of it.
I don't think I think we blame the system too much
No,
rather than
we are not blaming the system too
taking
much.
accountability.
We are not blaming the
Because
system
I
too
mean
much.
there were
The
times
system is being excessive on us. Is compelling the young entrepreneurs to take a shift from entrepreneurship a little bit. Don't you think so? Recently, there's been a lot of agencies. You need to starting a business now. You need to sign for this agency, sign for this agency. Instead of them to have one agency that is going to compile everything at a go, they just have different agency just as a means of extorting people. It doesn't make sense. So that is one of the issues people are facing. I was speaking to a friend of mine that just started a block industry in somewhere in Abuja around here. One of the issues they're saying they're having is FCDA comes today, comes tomorrow. Just they know, okay, they might just come and so it's crazy. This is not a new thing. So I don't think I'm blaming the government excessively. I think I'm trying to like
our system needs to do better.
They're not doing better. It's crazy.
If you have watched this far into the episode and you are interested in more conversation like this, just give us a like and subscribe.
We're in Nigeria, of course, so we're using Nigeria as a case study. Do you think it's going to be very difficult for Nigerian entrepreneurs to be innovative because of most of these entrepreneurs shoulder like put survival ahead instead of innovation?
I think Nigerian system it drives innovation more than most part of the world.
Wait, it
But I think
drives innovation.
yes, but I think most
It
youth,
encourages innovation.
yes, but I think but most Nigerian youth
You mean Nigerian
see,
system encourages innovation?
hear me out.
I want to be sure.
Yes.
Okay.
See, I will put it to you that
No, I'm
the
listening.
government they are not the best, but I've heard of them giving out grants to
You have a
supporting
friend.
small business owners.
Can you call someone now that you know that has received any grant from government? Someone that you know now, not someone I hear say I
I don't have a
hear.
lot of business
You don't have a
owners
lot of,
that
that's the thing.
but
There's no one that you can tell. It's always they say that, like it's always like rumors. You know, this might
okay.
just be what you call social engineering,
Another
just a way
angle,
of.
another angle.
Okay, I'm
But how
listening.
about we look at it from this lens? I think most Nigerians they are looking for quick work nowadays. That's why there's a common phrase. Like I think it started some years back. You hear stuff like school and scam. You hear different
It's school and
stuff like
scam. The reason why
yeah.
the reason
You
why
hear
that
girls
slogan, the reason why
saying
that
stuff
slogan
like
was.
if you know fit press me money clear.
See,
Don't
the
you
reason
get so like I think like Nigerian youth are not just patient enough to like
I'm not vindicating the
go
youth in
through.
that aspect. You understand? But what I'm trying to tell you is that when it comes to striving and entrepreneurship, Nigeria youths,
Do
they
you
are
know we
top
have
notch.
less restriction like in terms of
Businesses and
paperwork and government restriction in creating a business? I mean, now in Nigeria you can just create a WhatsApp group, have a logo, and sell your services online branded.
that is not the case. You have less restriction, but you don't have the proper environment to strive for your business to strive. So how do you strive in an environment nobody is holding you hostile, but then you cannot strive, you can't do business. You're just looking at your goods, you can't operate.
I think
You'll be handicapped as a businessman. You end up making use of your goods by yourself.
if you have watched this far into the episode and you are interested in more conversation like this, just give us a like and subscribe.
So, well, tell me, do you think young startups in Nigeria are failing before they have a fair chance?
The system has a major part to play in all of this.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
At
think
least
most people they
they're
put their
putting
best.
too much
They put
work, a
their
lot of work.
best. Okay, let me just say some people. I will not say most because most Nigerians they are. You see an average Nigerian just trying to scam you unnecessarily. Most people are just looking for quick word, but they are genuine Nigerians who put
Yeah.
in the work and this whole time
Okay,
the
well, but wait,
system.
I
They'll
still think with this time we're still going to have a point where we disagree. You can't say it's some, it's most. Let me tell you why. Because the most they are not coming out to show you that okay, well, these are these. It's the few ones that are scamming that you are seeing. The genuine ones don't. Most of them don't come out and show you the. That's why you feel like there are
what
actually a lot of hardworking Nigerians that are making genuine cash, but they don't come out and show it just the way the ones that scam did. So that's just the difference.
so nepotism connection with top figures. You think it pays more than putting in genuine work?
So far, this government, the previous government, and the situation of the country, economically and otherwise, socially, you will tell me that we've been experiencing what is called allegedly aristocratic government.
Allegedly, please.
Allegedly, you
Allegedly.
understand?
Allegedly.
So what I mean when I say that aristocratic, I mean where you are, it's just like nepotism. You understand? Aristocracy is just like nepotism. You know what I mean by nepotism? So I would say, so far so good. It sure does pay. For example, take a look at. Let me don't call him.
Hope you have a lawyer.
No, let me don't call him. But some people that their ancestors have made way for them.
Coming for their father.
I'm not coming for anybody's father. I'm just trying to say the concept of nepotism. We came, we met it. It's always been there already. It's been a system that has been striving very well, a very productive one in Nigeria. You have you have experienced it. A lot of people have experienced it. In one way or the other. You get. So it's just like a normal thing in Nigeria. Not that I'm actually in support of it, but it's just like I just feel like another thing about Nigerians is that we don't actually want the system to change. We are just angry because the system is not favoring us.
Yeah, everybody
So
wants
that
to
is
get benefits of
exactly.
the
So that is
system.
just it. So when you talk of nepotism, I feel like anybody that finds him or herself in the receiving end, benefiting end.
Should enjoy it. I beg. If you have watched this far into the episode and you are interested in more conversation like this, just give us a like and subscribe. So do you have any final word for our subscribers?
Okay, everybody, my final word for the viewers out there, the startups and entrepreneurs is that I know it's hard to get started with this, whole idea of entrepreneurship, especially when you're in an environment that is not enabling it. It's very, very difficult. So, the only thing I can say is that the system is not enabling, it's not helping, but you have to just do it for yourself. That's just it.
Yeah.
And you have to put in consistency. I know it's hard to keep on going when you're not seeing the results, but that is the best thing you can do for yourself. I feel like we are getting a good light in the country where entrepreneurs we have an upper hand, where we have enabling environment and support from the system. So thank you.
So for me, I would say most Nigerians get the wrong concept of entrepreneurship because for you to be a successful entrepreneur, I think it's not even all about the capital or the system you're in.
I think it's all about discipline.
I think it's all about discipline. I would say
And
two words:
consistency.
consistency and endurance. That's the two words I will use.
If you are
Consistency and
disciplined, you can
endurance.
endure.
Yeah, just keep going no matter what, and
Yes.
keep doing what you can, keep showing up throughout the bad days, everything.
True.
I just keep going. So
sometimes you have very crazy customers that want to make you run mad.
yeah, and
But
sometimes if you have crazy customers, it's even better now. At least money is still coming, but you go just shout. But there are some
guys,
months you won't even have sales at all.
well, that one, you
You
just be
just have
looking
to
your
keep
goose.
going.
Your goose will just be looking at you. You be praying to God, you be putting anointing oil on it.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's
so
crazy.
if you enjoy this conversation, please do well to like this video, leave a comment and subscribe.
Well, let's be bringing it to your way, sharp and clear. So keep on streaming. Stay with us.
Catch you next week.
Thank you.